Okay, so speaking to first team captain Catherine Murphy to talk about her journey, the growth of the women's game, and the season so far for the women's football weekend. So, Catherine, what got you into playing football? Was there an inspiration, or what was it?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I guess I just started playing, in the park or whatever with friends and at school. I think it's just more what everyone else did, in the street, the estate where I lived. So I just remember playing, yeah, in the school playground, all that kind of stuff, and then just grew from there. Don't really have any football like in the family or anything like that. So yeah, just kind of fell into it, I guess, rather than having any inspiration.
How old when you first started playing, and who for? What team?
So yeah, so I started playing all when I was a kid, and then my first team was Arsenal actually. So started playing for them maybe when I was eight or nine, and that was just because they were my local team. So I was just playing in like a play like a school holiday kind of camp, and then just got scouted from there when I was eight, and yeah, started went went straight in there.
What's your journey been since then? What clubs have you played for, and for how long?
So I played for Arsenal from, I don't know, kind of 8 to 18. So went all kind of through their youth teams, and then played for the reserves. Yeah, I didn't go to the academy, and I was a long way off the first team. And then when I was at 18, went to university and played there. So we played at Cambridge University. It was quite a good stand actually. So we didn't play in the University League. We played in the Eastern Region League. So just kind of one step down from where I'm playing now. So played there all through uni. So that was kind of age 21. Then got a couple of bad injuries, kind of ruptured my Achilles. So I was out for quite a while. I had I don't know, a year and a half off after uni. Then I went and played for Tring for, I can't remember how long I was there, 2 years, something like that, 3 years, up in Hertfordshire with actually one of the other Tony's players. So played there for a couple of years, just kind of getting myself, it was a lower level, just kind of getting myself back into it. And then been at Acton, I don't know, probably the last 7 years or something. I've lost count, but yeah, I live in Ealing, so it's a local team. So kind of just joined them, and then obviously seeing us through the promotion and kind of growing as a club.
How long have you been captain for?
Again, I lose track. It's got I don't know, maybe 5 years, something
Long
like that. Yeah,
time.
too long anyway, probably. Yeah.
Is that something you enjoy, being captain, or?
Um, yeah, like no, I mean I enjoy shouting at people really. Just kind of telling them what to do on the pitch, which is nice, and it's nice to kind of, it is it's a good responsibility, and it's nice that that the coaches or the club have that confidence in me to be captain, which is really positive. There are some aspects of it I like less, like having to sort some of that kind of admin side or
Right,
kind of help out on that side, but no, overall it's a good position, I think.
we've obviously seen the women's game grow a lot. Attendance is growing. National team selling out Wembley a few times. So that must be really pleasing to see. And what else do you think needs to happen to see the women's game grow even further?
Yeah, no, I think it's really pleasing to see. I mean, even since when I started, I said I started at Arsenal when I was 8. We just trained in the gym of like a local school when I first started, and we got everything was kind of hand-me-down kit and all that kind of stuff. And now the standard, the quality, the growth just grown. The facilities, the coaching's grown so much, which is like really positive to see. I think the kind of key at the moment is, I think, the just getting it out there more in kind of the media, the press, to draw kind of attention to it, because like you said, it's fantastic. The England women's team sell out Wembley. when there's like the Euros or the World Cup, there's loads of media attention, which is really positive. But then I think it dies off a bit in the season, although it's going in the right way. So I actually think they've done quite a good job of kind of growing the game. I think that's critical, really, just to keep it out in the public eye, and particularly now, in lockdown, when some of the, like our league and stuff's been shut down, keeping that attention on the top of the game to keep people interested in it, I think is really important.
Obviously, onto this season now for us. It's been a fantastic start. As captain, you must be delighted. How do you think we've improved since last season? Because we seem to be winning a lot more games.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. Obviously, we've had a great start to the season. Won every game except one, which we drew unbeaten. So the lockdown probably didn't come at an ideal time for us from that point of view. I think there's a couple of things that's changed. I think, to be fair, I think last season we kind of underperformed a bit in the league. Certainly, had a really good cup run. I think just having another season with the same managers, really understanding what they want us to do. We've got some really good new players, to the squad. So people who like now and Mimi, who've played at a high level kind of overseas, and we've got as well a much more depth in the squad, I think. So where we have had injuries this year, but we've been able to cope a lot better because we've got that. There's competition in every position basically. And I think that drives everyone's performance up, and I think that's starting to show in our results. Yeah,
definitely. You're obviously a centre back, but there was a game this season where you had to start off in goal. Is that something you've ever done before, or do you just put your hand up and thought, let's do it?
Yeah, I mean, as you can probably tell from the fact I got injured after half an hour, it's not my natural position. I have played there a few times actually, even for Actonians. I've played there a few times. Been like the emergency goalkeeper when, and even in fact, yeah, through my whole life, I think I've played there. Maybe you might have once or a couple of seasons get chucked in goal. So it is something which I have done, but probably not for kind of quite a few years, as you can tell. I was actually obviously. It was a real shame. We've got two really good goalkeepers, but one was injured and one away. I was actually injured myself. I hurt my knee, so it was kind of it was a sensible decision because I wasn't fit enough to play on pitch. So it seemed sensible at the time, but obviously didn't turn out that way. But luckily, we scored enough goals to make up for failure to keep them out.
Yeah. Obviously, as you said, whilst you were in goal, you suffered that arm injury, which ruled you out of a couple of matches after that game. So how's the recovery going, and do you reckon you'll be back if football returns in December?
Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, so I dislocated my finger, so it was a bit painful, but nothing serious. So yeah, that won't keep me out at all. I have got a bit of a problem with my knee. Like I said, so actually, from a selfish point of view, having a few weeks off for lockdown is quite good for me because I won't miss any matches, and I'm sure I'll be fit again for when we can start playing. Fingers crossed in December.
Yeah, and then lastly, what do you reckon the team can achieve this season?
I mean, I think hopefully we can kind of achieve whatever we want really. I think hopefully I think getting promotion is achievable, but it's going to be a very, very tough ask. There's lots of really good teams in our league, probably kind of Ipswich are the favourites, but I think certainly we should be looking, to kind of be up there, top three finish. Obviously last year we had a really good FA Cup run. We've already won a couple of games in the Cup. It'd be really good if we could repeat that or even go further in the Cup. And then also I think the County Cup obviously got kind of stopped last year of lockdown, but I think we could have another. We are technically still the defending champions for that, so I think that would be really good if we could win that, just to get a bit more kind of silverware for the club.
All right, brilliant. Thank you, Catherine.
Cheers. Thanks very much, Reece.
Thanks.